gangsters were going to come and raid and kill my town. Then, to make matters worse, my older brother Frank ran away for a year. I was devastated and really sad, as he had left us alone during a war. My older brother Frank had a really big impact on my life, and I always looked up to him. When he ran away, I was really sad and got really angry. He disappeared and then showed up a year later with a vicious gang of guerrilla fighters. He let me train with them, and I eventually joined at the age of 16. Frank taught me how to use a gun, ride a horse, and fight. Frank helped turn me into a vicious killer and a merciless thief. While we were robbing and killing, a vigilante group called the Pinkerton Agency was hunting Frank and me. We stayed off the radar for a while until they thought they found us and blew up my mother's house. Inside was my uncle and my mother. My uncle died from rock to the gut, and my mother's arm had to be cut off from fear of infection. We formed a personal grudge and tricked them in any possible way that we could. They hung up wanted posters and almost caught us once. Of course, we escaped and killed some of their men. I wasn't going down that easy.
Hello, my name is Johnny.
Money was one of my main motives when I started to rob and kill. I constantly wanted it, and I liked how it felt to have it. I felt like a millionaire. While we were robbing and killing, bankers and train security were trying to perfect their security so bankers like me wouldn't rob and kill again.
April 26th. I was born on April 26th, 1751.
Due to my gang and I, bankers and train security were trying to perfect how their important things were kept safe from robbers. Bankers and security were always trying to stop me, but it never happened.
When I was at the age of 12, I went to the
Instead, they started to try and fix their security. I helped change banks all over America. Knowing I was out there, they were always alert and ready for action. They hired better people to guard the banks and got better safes to hide their money in. They also trained the bankers so they know what to do when a group of robbers tried to rob the bank. These changes reduced robberies a lot, and other banks started to follow in their footsteps. Bank security wouldn't have been so good if my gang and I hadn't come along and forced them to take those initial steps.
I wanted to be inspired to robbers to make their money.
My gang and I also helped change train security. We liked to rob trains as much as banks because they had more things than just money. They had goods. We also forced them to change their security. Like banks. They made sure the conductor knew what to do if robbers tried to rob the train and stationed highly trained guards at every exit. They also made sure that everyone that worked at the train station knew what to do if a group of robbers tried to rob the train. Train security nowadays is very good because you came along and forced them to become better, just like the banks. Nowadays, it's hard for you to even sneak your way in. Sadly for me, I died in 1882 at the age of 34. I was having a meeting with two of my gang members, and little did I know that they were going to kill me for money. I had gotten distracted by a portrait that was crooked and turned around to fix it, and then, bang! I fell to the ground with a bullet in the back of my head. My wife and son had been downstairs in the house, and came rushing in, only to see me lying on the ground. The two gang members escaped the house and were away from the house. I hope they never got that good for killing me. So if you don't mind, I'm in the middle of robbing a bank.